Ladies, thank you for joining me here tonight. We've got some stuff to get across, and I figured it'd be best for us to do it at the same time. Let's start with you. Your ex, the one that was after me, yeah. He sucks, I'm just be honest with you. He sucks so bad that people can't stop reminding him how much he sucks. What does that tell you? You, I hadn't seen you in a while, but it's good to know that your ex, who thought he was as sly as the fox, he ran into the man with the plan, and you see how that turned out. So here you are, back with the diamond in the rough, where you should be, where anybody would want to be, but you two, you're the lucky ones. So, as we sit here in this restaurant when I'm still waiting on my food, let's talk about people trying to take things that belong to me. Because there is more than one head of the table. And this head of the table is the crown jewel of professional wrestling. So now I got this cat that's trying to take you away from me. I try to do this cat a favor. I try to give him time with his kids, with his wife. So I took him out. And how does he repay me? He decides to stick his nose in my business. And I'm not having that. That's not how I do things around here. So, I want to ask you a question. What are you going to do about it? Nope. Don't even worry about it. I'ma handle it. Because my shine never fades. And I'm gonna make that abundantly clear when I see him face to face. Now, when we leave from this dinner, I don't want either one of you to leave my side. Is that understood? Good. And y'all are paying for your own checks.
We came to wow, we gonna show up. 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 We came to wow. Ring Wars, Carolina. 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 WWCC.
This next match is scheduled for one fall. Coming to the ring first, accompanied by David Barnabas Spector. This is Side Effect.
And welcome back to another episode of Ring Wars Carolina Battlegrounds. The voice of tradition, Jonathan Darwin here. Over Steve Hensley leading the way as we have the leader, David Barnabas Spector, coming out with one of his monstrosities, Side Effect.
Well, John, as you know, on the Twitter tweeting the real news, I got some real news for you this week. My boy Barney plans on leading this man Side Effect to his first major singles championship here in Ring Wars Carolina. Digest that little nugget of information.
That's a bold claim to
New
make.
year, new It's not a bold claim, it's a fact, he told me.
And we're just supposed to take David Barnabas Spector at his word?
He says he plans on doing it. He's a manager. Are you really going to sit here and go on a diatribe about how a manager doesn't plan to lead his wrestlers to championships?
Hey.
Are you even listening to me? Do we have a real dichotomy here, or did you just hear the last syllable I say and respond to that?
No, I'm not going to take anything away from David Barnabas Spector. There's a reason he was nominated in the Carolina Wrestling Awards.
Look at that
for
man in the
Manager of
ring.
the
You're going
Year.
to tell me that guy isn't a championship caliber athlete? That former tag team champion
What?
isn't a championship caliber athlete? That's what you're telling me? You don't believe that man could hold singles gold?
I believe he could. I was surprised that he didn't after winning the Golden Opportunity Rumble to go for a singles championship, but went for that tag team championship. New mascot. by Side Effect.
And his opponent, your DJ's favorite DJ, G-Moniy!
The radio rock star, G-Moniy. And still undefeated in singles competition here in Ring Wars Carolina. Former tag team champion with breakout star of 2021, Fodder.
Certainly a favorite of the fans in attendance today.
Oh yeah!
Let's see how far that gets him.
Hey, he's got fans not only here in RWC, Foxy99. I listen to it when I'm streaming at home. Yeah.
But you see two men not cheering this guy on, the two men that count in this contest. If you're G-Moniy, his opponent Side Effect, and Side Effect's manager, David Barnabas Spectrum. Those are the guys he needs to keep his eyes on. Because if he doesn't, Side Effect will take him apart in there. He'll rip that leg off and feed it to him.
Well, G-Moniy, I'm not going to take it away. He's got his work cut out for him. And Side Effect here. G-Moniy better hope he ate his Wheaties. Charging away is Side Effect, but G-Moniy getting a quick strike there. G-Moniy might as well punch air for his little effect that it had on Side Effect.
Well, G-Moniy just leveling away with those right shots to the jaw. No effect on Side Effect.
G-Moniy with the speed, stick and move, stick and move. G-Moniy could be a boxer for the way he's moving out there now. G-Moniy with the speed. Oh, like running into a brick wall. G-Moniy going for it again. Man, he's not even phasing Side Effect.
Well,
no, oh my God.
He's the big guy, but he's not stepping back one iota. He notices G-Moniy's there. It doesn't feel good when he runs into him, but it doesn't move him either. What's that say about the ability of Side Effect to endure punishment?
He has a high threshold for pain. I'll give it to you there, Steve.
Does he feel it at all? Tell me one time you've heard that man scream.
Not really. Well, I think about it, but G-Moniy fighting back. Oh, and it only takes one strike from Side Effect. G-Moniy has to hit 5 to even get an opportunity to slow down Side Effect. Devastating elbow to the spine of G-Moniy.
And that emotionless monster in the ring, he is taking this man apart piece by piece. G-Moniy, he's in a lot of trouble. He's a big, strong guy. He's an athletic man. But out there in the ring against Side Effect, that's not man versus man. That's man versus monster, my friend.
And he was a monster. I mean, we've seen him in that Golden Opportunity Rumble, the way he just dismantled opponent after opponent.
How often do you have to watch G-Moniy fight from underneath against someone? How often is he so completely and utterly overpowered in the beginning?
Yeah, but I mean, he finds a way to get out of it because he's still undefeated as a singles wrestler.
It's such an obvious disadvantage, though. I mean, really, how do you overcome a man of that size, a man that can endure that much punishment, a man that can dish out that much punishment? What do you do to take a guy like that apart? I ask you again.
He's trying to put an offense together, going to work on the midsection now, Side Effect. I mean, G-Moniy, he's got to stay right on top of Side Effect the whole time. Yeah, he may have to hit him twice or 3 times as much as any other opponent, but G-Moniy could still do that. Side Effect, though, gets a suplex off on G-Moniy.
And that was big time, brother. You felt the impact over here at the commentary booth.
Yeah. Oh, my God, that new mask
Mr. Charisma, come on.
just moves like his mouth. Oh.
Why aren't you cheering
Spooky.
for G-Moniy? Look at him.
What do you think Barney's thinking right now, John?
I think he's happy at this point. I think he's really happy at this point with the efforts of Side Effect at this point up to so far. But G-Moniy trying to get some speed and misses 2 clotheslines by Side Effect. Oh, didn't miss that one though.
And you know, you look at G-Moniy right now, and I want to remind you, with James Anthony, this man is currently one half of the #1 contenders for the RWC Tag Team titles. As #1 contenders for those RWC Tag Team titles, why risk So much disappointment in a match like this where you can get dissected, where you can be injured. Not just lose a match, but be injured by a man like Syde Effect.
I understand where you're coming from, Steve, but G-Money looks like he's got something to prove. Got a jawbreaker and a drop kick off.
And G-Money's a huge man, and that was a big-time drop kick on point, and he still didn't take him off his feet.
No, splash now. But I think G-Money, he just wants that fight. I didn't know if he knew he was going to get Syde Effect here at the new style, but that's who he drew.
And G-Money just getting thrown off.
And there he goes again. G-Money gets some footing. Getting to that middle rope. Strikes away. Oh, holy cow, the power of Syde Effect.
And he is getting pushed further and further every time he comes at Syde Effect.
Yeah, that behemoth not giving any quarter to G-Money.
The one saving grace of G-Money in this contest, it's his speed.
It's paid off for him so far. He's held his own against, ear slap. That'll ring you good.
And that's not usually first and foremost his strength in a match, not his speed. It's usually his power.
Holy cow, speaking of power.
Out of absolutely nowhere.
The leader. Barnabas is turned as white as a sheet.
He's worried right now. I'm worried.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Don't worry, Barney. He's still in this thing.
I tell you what, Barney was worried his meal ticket was going to get stopped there. G-Money can't. He needs to get away from David. He needs to get back on Syde Effect. All right, G-Money calling him out. Wait, what? Come on. Come on, what's David Barnabas Spector doing?
He's just keeping his eye on the price, John. Oh, G-Money taking his eye off the price. He got planted. It's over. It's over, John.
And here's your winner, Syde Effect.
And thus the journey of 1,000 broken men begins with one shattered soul laying in the middle of that ring. Syde Effect, perhaps well on his way to that first singles championship with this victory.
Yeah, ending the undefeated streak of G-Money as a singles competitor.
Do you still question the path, John? Do you still think the claim that he can lead this man to singles gold? Do you still find that comment to be suspect? Do you still think it's bold?
I never said it was suspect. It is kind of bold because there are a lot of strong champions here in Ring Wars Carolina.
And do you think any one of them hasn't taken notice?
I'm sure they have. Speaking of championships, we got a good one for you right after this. Tiger taking on Gemstone for that AIWF World Television Championship.
RWC.
Coming to the ring first.
Caribbean Tiger coming back after that assault by Gemstone. Let me break it down for you. Gemstone, he defeated Tiger April 2019, become the junior heavyweight champion. Tiger cost Gemstone the Golden Opportunity tournament against Caden Pierre. Tiger defeated Gemstone June 2019, retained that junior heavyweight championship. Fast forward to the Candy Bowl 2019, Gemstone wins and becomes the RWC heavyweight champion in one night. March 2020, Gemstone gets his shot at the AIWF World Championship against Kevin Phoenix. Tiger interferes in that match and costs Gemstone the chance to become the AIWF World Heavyweight Champion. Gemstone defeats Tiger, golden opportunity 2020 to retain the heavyweight championship, and Gemstone cost that man, Tiger, the AIWF World Heavyweight Championship at Candy Bowl 2021 against Damian Wayne. And when Gemstone did that, he beat down Tiger, took out his knee, Gemstone having to go on the shelf for months. And Tiger's been waiting in the wind for this one. Yeah, part of this is about that World Television Championship. But for Tiger, this may be more about revenge than anything. Look at
Quite the storied rivalry these two men have, John. And you've counted over their history, and that history, it is continuing this evening here, and one heck of a contest to be sure. The World Television Championship on the line.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to call Gemstone's victory over Onyx when he won that World Television Championship, ending a 435-day reign. So Gemstone no slouch, and Tiger knows it.
And this is the AIWF World Television Championship. We want to make that clear.
Yes. Tiger, I mean, he's so focused.
Of course, the RWC Television Champion at this time, my boy, Nightstick Eddie Brown.
Rip Cannon.
John, I thought I fixed your notes. Okay. We're going to let that go. Contest at hand. Let's focus.
Okay, but we do know who is the World Television Champion right now.
The AIWF World Television
Champion, Gemstone. 2 belts, too. RWC Heavyweight Champion as well.
Caribbean Tiger. Boy, does he look focused today.
Yeah, I mean, if he had lasers coming out of his eyes, they'd be shooting right down on Gemstone.
You know, he's smiling, but that ain't a friendly smile. That's a fighting smile.
That's a sneer almost. It's the way I'd look at it.
Gemstone very slow to take off the titles, to take off the shirt, to get this one underway. He's still wearing one of his belts, John.
Yeah. That heavyweight championship that he's so oh, my God. Are you kidding me?
Barney? Barney, what are you doing, my man? Somebody get this guy a microphone.
Oh,
Barney, I got one. I got you right here, my friend. Well, yes, sir. Would you like to have a seat? John, move over. Move over,
whoa.
John.
I got a call. Tiger not waiting for Gemstone to finish taking off the championships.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, while John trips over his words, I would like to welcome to the booth today my good friend, Mr. David Barnabas Spectrum. Congratulations, by the way, on your prodigy singles victory here today over G-Moniy. Of my microphone, I feel if there's one wise man at this booth, it's not John, but I'm joined by one, so you go ahead and take care of this.
Oh, my God. Oh, talking about going from being in the frying pan to the fire. I got to sit with David Barnabas Spector now.
Is this your doing, Jonathan Darwin? Is this a result of you and your obvious blatant bias towards yours truly, the undisputed leader in professional wrestling today, David Barnabas Spector, and my collection of human oddities and monstrosities? Do you have an issue with us, Mr. Darwin?
No, I don't. The only thing I have an issue with is the fact that get him away from me. Wait a minute. What's Gemstone doing here? What are you looking for? He's calling for the title?
Where is his title?
What?
Why just give him his championship?
Gemstone's. Oh, wait a minute. Gemstone, he was trying to hit Tiger. Look at that. Look at the way Tiger looked at your man.
You know what? Maybe the Caribbean Tiger needs to pay much more attention to his opponent tonight, Gemstone, than troubling or worrying himself about my protege, Side Effect, and yours truly. Would you not agree, microphone man?
I would say that he is focused on Gemstone. I mean, ramming Gemstone into the post. What I was going to say, was talking about, was how you were absent when your monstrosities lost those tag team championships. Where were you that evening?
I informed RWC management that I was unable to be here due to unforeseen circumstances. I tried to have that championship match postponed to a later date when I could actually be by the side of my champions. And of course, RWC management seems to share many of the same views and opinions as you do, Jonathan Darwin, because they were unwilling to postpone that match, thus resulting in my champions losing their titles. Something that I assure you will never, ever happen again, because as you saw earlier tonight, Side Effect is now undefeated in the year 2022, and it will stay that way until the end of 2022 and beyond.
Pin there by Gemstone. Hey, that's a big claim to make, David. Oh, wait a minute. Look at the power of the television champion as he tossed down Caribbean Tiger.
Can you think of a more appropriate champion than Gemstone? Look at him. The man looks like a Greek god. Ruggedly handsome, amazing athleticism, and now that he's found his mean streak, who he truly is, he's not trying to kiss babies and shake hands. Now he's being true to himself, and look at him, unstoppable. I would love to represent an individual just like Gemstone. He is the epitome of what a champion here at the RWC is all about.
Hey, I got to disagree with you. If there's anybody who could be the epitome of a champion, it's Caribbean Tiger. I mean, he put to work on the arm of Gemstone, and Gemstone's still grabbing that shoulder.
You know, Caribbean Tiger, I have to give the devil his due. The man is ultra talented, ultra skilled, but he also has a massive ego. And that ego tends to be a detriment to his career. And right now, his ego is the reason why he's laying on the mat, courtesy of Gemstone.
Yeah, but Gemstone still, he can't get that arm off. As Tiger inches his way back up to a vertical base. And we see Tiger in the corner. Gemstone with some speed. Oh, my God. Gemstone trying to call his shot with a back body drop and gets it off on the challenger.
Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Intense.
You know, Tiger wanted this. Tiger demanded this.
Of course he did. He wanted to get revenge for getting beat up by Gemstone.
Ask and ye shall receive. One should be careful what they ask for, Jonathan Darwin. I mean, you yourself have asked for, commentating partners. You've asked for individuals to help enhance your abilities here at the commentating table. And right now you've got the exquisite voice of your gothic god, David Barnabas Spector.
Oh, that's a little bit of a bold statement. Gemstone shoving Tiger down the mat.
I love it. Tiger thought his dirty, underhanded tactics with his closed fists were going to enable him to get an advantage. But look at that. Gemstone cut him right back down where he belongs.
Oh, what a lariat.
That was devastating. Not quite as devastating as a clothesline from my protege Side Effect, but pretty close.
Going for that pin. Grapevine's that leg. 2 count, though. Hey, you're going to have to do a lot more than that to put away Caribbean Tiger.
Well, once again, not to take anything away from Tiger, the man is a well-traveled ring veteran. He's been there, done that. He's done it all. I can't take anything away from his ability. It's Tiger as a human being, as a person. That's something that's a little less desirable, in my humble opinion. And that's really the only opinion that counts at this commentary table currently, Darwin.
So in your opinion, if he showed humility and came to you under your tutelage, he would be successful?
Well, I mean, we would have some work to do, that's for sure. Basically to, humble him and to get him to, relax on this massive, giant Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade float-sized ego that he has.
What? That's
But if he was willing to listen, of course, I'm sure that I could, take him to,
Wait, going for that pin. One. Oh,
I'm almost positive he pulled the tights there.
he did not. Wait, snapmare takeover, Gemstone. Oh, but the speed there.
Look at that. Look at that.
Amazing roll through by Gemstone, but Tiger, he's not letting it go anywhere with another snapmare. Oh, wait a minute.
Okay,
And see, that's the veteran experience of Caribbean Tiger, kicking the arm.
I give him that.
Yeah, he's taking out the arm of Gemstone. Not only does it limit what Gemstone can do, but Caribbean Tiger, known for that crossface, definitely going to put an easier hold on the submission if he goes for it.
Tiger is a methodical wrestler. There's no question about it. I can't take one iota away from his in-ring technical ability. The man is precise. He's on the money. He always comes into a match with a solid game plan. But again, it's him. It's him as a human being. It's his egotism. It's the braggadocious nature. It's him walking around like he owns the place. When in reality, nothing could be further from the truth.
He does not. I mean, you're facing somebody like Damian Wayne for the World Championship. It shows how strong of a competitor you are. And look at this. I mean, he just rolled Gemstone over by the wrist, and he's not let go of that left arm at all.
He's a tenacious competitor, but when it comes to who truly dominates Ring Wars Carolina, if you would take a look to your right, Jonathan Darwin, do you see that monstrosity?
Yeah, I see.
Do you see that imposing presence? This audience, of course, is captivated by this match, but they are in awe. They are fearful. They are terrified of the presence of my protege.
Well, that's to be seen. Oh, look at Gemstone tilt-a-whirl.
Oh.
But did he get all of what he wanted there, David? Because look at the way that Gemstone's grabbing that left arm again. Some tilt-a-whirl, but I don't think he got everything he wanted out of Tiger.
He got enough. He got enough to give himself time.
Going for that pin. Up. Tiger, good ring awareness to break the pinfall.
Ring awareness, Jonathan Darwin, or desperation?
Tomato.
I'd expect you to say something like that. Ridiculous.
I'm going to do
Now Gemstone going on a verbal tirade against Caribbean Tiger. Oh, look at that. Unbelievable now. Assault by Gemstone. Straight to the chest of Caribbean Tiger.
Gemstone is without question the total package in modern day professional wrestling. You couldn't ask for a more well-rounded competitor than Gemstone. Look at him. Look at his actions. Look at his tenacity. Look at his intensity, his ferocity.
Yeah, Gemstone, he's trying to, looks like, gain focus so he can go for that potential gem spike as Tiger's up. Tiger calling him back. What? Hard by Caribbean Tiger.
That's just foolishness. That's the ego again. That's the massive, overly inflated ego of Caribbean Tiger to think that he stands a chance to absorb the massive destructive blows of someone the size of Gemstone. Are you kidding me?
Well, he's speed by Tiger. Going some kicks and some back arms, forearms to the back now. Oh, look at Tiger. Very wise here. Very wise to use those ropes that way. Irish whips Gemstone over the corner, and Tiger with a devastating clothesline continues the punishment to the television champion. Wait a minute, Gemstone with the reversal.
Ooh. And just as quickly as the snap of a finger, the tide is shifted back in control of the champion.
Yeah, Tiger went down like a house of cards there, but saying he wants to continue. As we now see Gemstone. What's your guy do?
Side effect affectionately remembers Caribbean Tiger. We remember him from back at the Opportunity Rumble last year. Do you recall that, Jonathan Darwin?
I do. Oh my God! What a suplex by
I believe he
champion.
just logged some frequent flyer miles. Did you see how long he was in the air, Darwin?
He did. He got Gemstone. I'm going to give him credit where credit's due. Got good air on Tiger on that one. Yeah, I mean, there is a history between Caribbean Tiger and Side Effect. I'm not going to deny that.
Oh, and what was the outcome of that particular encounter, Jonathan Darwin?
I'll tell you what, why don't you refresh us the audience memory?
Oh, once again, how convenient. I do recall that Side Effect
Wait a minute.
single-handedly, that was an amazing frog splash. But Gemstone is unable to capitalize.
Go ahead, please finish spinning your
Side
yarn.
Effect single-handedly defeated through Caribbean Tiger like a sack of potatoes over
Go
the
for the
top
pin.
rope
2-0.
to become the winner of the Opportunity Rumble, later leading us to the RWC Tag Team Championships.
And you're right, there is that history there. I'm not going to take away from that, David.
And that's the same exact reason why every time we cross paths with Caribbean Tiger, when we happen to be walking down the same corridors within the locker rooms of the Ring Wars Carolina facilities here in Lumberton, North Carolina, where we are met with a sinister, snide comment with the stink eye, if you will, from the Caribbean Tiger. That's right, I said it.
You got to be.
Sour grapes is what it's
Tiger
called.
is one of the most humble, polite individuals I know in the RWC locker room.
If you have something that he wants, if he deems you useful, of course. But he sees us as a threat.
Speaking of seeing people as a threat, Gemstone must be seeing Tiger as a threat now as he slaps away and just continues the verbal punishment on the challenger.
Listen, Caribbean Tiger
Wait a minute.
absolutely deserves to have a title opportunity. There's no question about it.
But, oh, what a kick. Good night, Irene.
Wow.
Can Tiger get over?
I'm speechless. That was an amazing kick. But again, Tiger is unable to capitalize, much like Gemstone was unable to capitalize on the frog splash.
Yeah, Tiger, he's trying to get up, slowly inching his way up there. I don't know if he's got the energy to go all the way to the top rope.
In all fairness to both competitors, this has been an outstanding championship match.
Oh,
I have to give it to both of these gentlemen. Tiger could be making a huge mistake right now.
yeah, I mean, that's a lot of time, and Gemstone knows it as he catches. Tiger and slams him down.
Oh!
That suplex off the top rope.
That's why Gemstone is the prototype of what a wrestler should be, because he is willing to do anything and everything to get the job done, whatever it takes, even putting his own body on the line. Right here, this is it. This is it, Darwin.
The limpless body of the challenger as Gemstone
He's
goes
got
to the
it.
pin.
Right there.
1, 2, no!
Gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me.
2 inches away, just inches away from that 3 count. As we see Tiger now, I don't even know if Tiger's aware of where he's at currently. I think he might be going on instinct.
I don't know if Tiger has more guts than brains at this point, because for the health and the longevity of his career, he should have just stayed down. He should have just stayed down.
He's got too much heart for that.
Foolish. Absolutely foolish. Live to fight another day sometimes, Jonathan Darwin. That's the best strategy to implement. Especially when you're getting your head kicked in by an athlete the caliber of Gemstone.
Gemstone claiming this is it. Could that be all? Wait a minute, Gemstone, no! Crossface!
No,
Right in the center of that ring. Wait a minute.
No. What is this?
What is your boy doing, David?
Sorry,
What is your?
I got other things to attend to.
What do you mean that's other things to attend to? Get your butt back here! You gotta be going for that crossface. We could have a new champion. What in the? Wait a minute. What in the world is David Barnabas doing out here? There's no reason for what? What? Wait a minute. Roll through. Submission still locked in, Steve.
Well, John, I don't know what you did to make Barney so mad that he left.
I didn't. He's like, wait a minute. What is this? I don't understand this. David Barnabas Spector.
Well, I think it's more than obvious.
Look, he's tapping. He's tapping. He's tapping.
Side Effect and David Barnabas Spector have taken exception to this match. They have more than a passive interest. And Tiger, that is a very foolish move there, taking a hold of Barney.
No, it's not. He's trying to get Barney where he doesn't belong.
Really? Because a second ago he had his opponent in a crossface.
And he had him tapped. He should be the AIWF World Television Champion.
Yeah, now Gemstone's waiting for him to turn around.
With a weapon nonetheless.
Tiger, buddy boy, what are you doing?
You gotta be kidding. Side Effect fed Gemstone the weapon.
Well, that's a DQ, but it's not a title change, is it?
What a dastardly trick by these three men.
Here's your winner by disqualification, Caribbean Tiger!
Well, it will go down as a victory for Caribbean Tiger, but you're right, Steve. Championship cannot change hands on a disqualification, and Gemstone knows that.
David Barnabas Spector and Gemstone, they're appearing quite close at the moment.
Well, I mean, there is that history that David Barnabas Spector was talking about between Side Effect and Tiger. Tiger being the last one in the Golden Opportunity Rumble and taken out by Side Effect.
I suppose the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
That adage may be true here, Steve. Or is David Barnabas Spector scouting new talent?
And that's quite the image there. Gemstone standing atop a broken Tiger.
This one's far from over, though. I mean, Tiger's got a rightful claim. He made Gemstone tap out. Oh, it feels so slimy just looking at that.
Well, John, if it makes you feel any better, you don't just feel slimy, you kind of are slimy.
All right, I need to regain my focus and composure. We'll be back with our main event.
Congratulations, Tiger. You're the big winner. You know what you've won? You've won a one-on-one match. Saturday, February 5th. Caribbean Tiger faces off against the gatekeeper to my kingdom of shadows. He is Side Effect.
Wow. RWC.
The man lighting the wrestling world on fire, Psycho Boy Fodder, will take on one of his toughest challenges to date, Steven, in Westin Blake.
Oh yeah, this is big time, brother. This is the kind of match that you get off your butt to see, you drive down anywhere to watch. This is not just a spirited contest. This is the kind of contest you shine a spotlight down from the heavens to see.
I think if you were to say marquee matchup, this is the match you could list.
Oh yeah, that was literally, look it up, dictionary, definition, picture. This contest today.
This is Westin!
Has aligned himself with EC3 and debuted at Final Battle as part of the new Control Your Narrative stable, Westin Blake.
Both these gentlemen today, so much to prove.
Yeah. I mean, they haven't had the chance to meet up yet. Both have competed on the Free Your Narrative pay-per-views. Both have faced the same man, John Schuyler.
Nice pageantry by Westin. Really got the crowd alive. Kind of hanging off the lighting ring, but that's okay. Someone will pull that down.
Yeah. Referee doing a good job. Yeah. Keeping the ring clean. Steve, for once in my life, I can't just pick a winner here early on. I mean, this one, a real mystery on who even has the advantage going into this.
And you know, really, these two guys, in a lot of ways, very evenly matched up.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Ring the bell!
I mean, I thought it was something when EC3 got a chance to take on Fodder. I mean, I never thought it was going to get any bigger here in Ring Wars, Carolina, and here it is.
Well, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and Fodder's a guy, he's got a lot of momentum behind him, and you can expect to see more contests like this in his future.
Oh, yeah.
But today, don't take your eye off the prize. You're in there with Westin Blake.
Yeah.
You're in there with a guy who's held tag team championship gold on the main stages.
Yeah, two years into his debut, gets a national contract. Collar elbow tie up. Look at this. Look at the power. It's like two big bulls going at it, Steve. And Westin Blake trained by one of the best ever, Dory Funk Jr. That Funkin' Dojo. Conservatory, excuse me. All right. Side headlock and right head scissors. Another one there. But look at that. Look at that exchange. Going tit for tat.
Nice sweep of the legs by Westin.
But a power by Fodder. Going for a pin of his own. And
Not even a one count for either man.
no.
A lot going on. Both men very, very focused.
They're catching each other. Oh, wow.
You see that look right there. That's a recognition by each man of what the other's capable of.
I'm sure they had to have mutual respect going into each other for this. I mean, they knew what they were coming up against. And wait a minute now.
Westin got a hold of the arm. Real solid control with that wrist lock. Great positioning on his hands.
Yeah, he's leading Fodder around now.
Fodder's smart, though. You saw him as soon as he got in trouble looking for positioning. Trying to get up front. Westin Blake, though, really, really wise to bring him back down to his knees. As soon as he gets up to his feet, something like that can happen. A roll through and a reversal of fortunes.
Yeah, and I tell you, just as fast as Blake's in control, it goes right back to Fodder. But Blake no slouch either. Look at that.
No, but man, they are both scouting each other really well. You saw a second ago, Westin Blake went for what seemed to be a cartwheel out of position. And Fodder, he kind of just jerked him out of that. I don't know that I've seen that before.
No, and I tell you, I mean, Fodder, he's really putting in the time in the film library, the extra training at the RWC Academy, and it's paying off in spades. Oh, it catches Blake, not looking.
Well, the training doesn't stop when you leave the school. Sometimes you got to put in the extra time to educate yourself. That's how you get better. That's how you move forward. And Fodder doing a great job today of staying on task. Dumps Westin over
Whoa,
the wrist.
Westin!
Skinning the cat.
I was going to say it, Steve. When was the last time we seen somebody skin the cat? Go for that pin. An arm drag takedown to Fodder. Second one. I thought Blake was going to have Fodder grounded, but wow, Blake.
Damn it!
Fodder with speed. I thought he was going to break out of it. Agility coming out here, Steve. I'm beside myself with what we're seeing.
Well, the counter for speed is exactly what we're seeing right now. You slow it down.
Yeah, and Fodder's finding that out the hard way.
Great follow through by Westin. Just followed Fodder's own momentum, trying to break that. Held onto the arm. Not a good situation if you're Fodder.
No, but Fodder not anywhere close to submission. His Fodder, he's trying to find that leverage, that point where he could pivot and move. He's got Blake across the ropes.
Well, right now he doesn't have to move very much. We really just needed to move Westin into those ropes. That broke up the hold, and the separation gave him the opportunity.
Blake getting whipped off by Fodder as he eats the elbow by Fodder. Going for the pin here on Blake. 1 count though. Fodder arguing with the ref. He needs to stay on top of Blake. Somebody as strong as Blake, Fodder needs to not give any moment to Westin Blake to recover. Fodder with that axe handle. And now Blake getting whipped off again here by Fodder. Ducks him down again. And holy cow!
Beautiful flying forearm by Westin Blake. Nails it, inverted atomic drop. Nails the drop kick, pinpoint precision, right on the chin of Fodder.
Yeah, phasing uppercut there, clothesline. Look at Blake, he's building up speed.
Unfortunately for him, maybe building up too much speed. Speed in that form and fashion is called momentum, and your own momentum can carry you over that rope, as seen, Exhibit A.
Yeah, and this is what Fodder needed. Blake is on the outside, catching his breath.
Well, what he needed was that moment, but what he needs now is the follow-up.
He's going to go for it. He's going outside the ring. He's going straight to work on Blake.
Well, he'd better stay on top of him. You only get so many opportunities with an athlete as skilled as Westin Blake. It's not often that a guy matches so evenly with Fodder in the ring, but Westin Blake, that's a guy who might not only be able to match him, but may be able to surpass him in all the familiar categories. Of the X factors that remains, size, pretty evenly matched. Speed, pretty evenly matched. Agility, pretty evenly matched. Knowledge, kind of evenly matched, because the big X factor, that's experience, and you got to give that edge to Blake.
Oh, wholeheartedly. But Fodder is hungry, and that hunger can lead you to places you never have been.
You know, John, I don't like to concede a point to you often, but this time, dead to rights, that is correct.
And now Fodder with a leg drop on Blake. Fodder, he's a little out of breath there. Didn't go for the pin like I thought he would there after the leg drop.
Well, he's in there with just a wrestling tradition, John. I mean, he's been taken to task today. You think he isn't winded? Don't think that he's out of gas, but man, that's going to make anyone slow down, and you got to be thinking.
Go for the pin here, too.
You can't just run into there against a guy like Westin. It's not a smart idea, even if you have the offensive advantage.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I keep seeing Fodder argue with the referee. That's going to give Blake that 1 or 2 seconds he needs to recuperate. Irish whip off. Fodder with a big clothesline to Blake.
Firmly in control of that
Go for the
clothesline.
pin. 1, 2. No.
Note the hook of the leg, not taking his eyes away from that, not pulling his head out of the game.
No, he got the rear chin lock on the carotid artery, trying to put Blake to sleep a little. As we see here.
It's over for him. God.
Fodder, I mean, the humongous biceps of Fodder in that forearm, cutting off the oxygen of Blake.
Referee acknowledges he's checked. It's not a choke.
Nope, it's not. And Blake gets Fodder over in the corner.
Looks real close, though, doesn't it?
It could. I mean, it could slide just as easily.
And Westin just slamming him into the corner, but the ace just sidesteps him there and flings him into it.
Yeah, the Psycho Boy knows what he's doing. Oh, look at the speed. Fodder, the hair pull to Blake.
Attempted back body drop over the rope, but Fodder landing on his feet on the apron, and he was ready. And John, this doesn't look good.
Holy cow, what a neck breaker.
Not just a neck breaker, but a neck breaker from the outside of the apron, hanging on the middle rope. I have literally, unquestionably not seen that.
That's the innovation we're seeing out of an up-and-comer like Fodder.
And you know, Fodder, he's a guy that's so skilled, especially here in Ring Wars Carolina. We often forget he is what you just said. He is an up-and-comer. He is not a seasoned veteran.
No, but for what you would, if you show just a layperson this match, they would think Fodder's a well-skilled veteran of many years.
Yeah, absolutely, man. What are you thinking if you're Westin Blake? If you came in here today and you're facing this guy that you know has some steam to you, but it's really taking you to task in a way that maybe you didn't expect.
Well, wait a minute, go for the small package. 2, no.
And there's that explosive ability of Westin Blake. Great Hurricane Rana. A lot of momentum from a standing position. Oh.
The boot slows Blake down. I mean, getting off big moves like that Hurricane Rana or something, but a swinging neck breaker by Fodder now.
And
You were asking me what I think is Westin Blake. I think, you know what? I got to bring on my A game. I cannot bring anything less against this young man. This is where I got to leave it out there because this kid is looking to make a name for himself, and he's not going to make it on the name of Westin Blake and another neck breaker.
And you know, he has repeatedly gone to that neck breaker or a variation of that neck breaker a number of
Going
times
for the
already.
pin, 2.
And is that his plan? Disintegrate the neck, take the neck away from Westin Blake.
And that might be what he needs. That might be it. It's smart, you know? Going back to that channel. And it's been textbook since the beginning for Fodder. You know, he's picking one body part. He's going to work on that neck. When he's not working on the neck, he's trying to cut off the oxygen of Westin Blake. Textbook by this young man.
And you know, those two things, they feed into each other here. Because every time he wraps those big arms, he's wrapping them around the neck.
Yeah, Westin Blake trying to find a way out. And oh, sleeper!
Well, there's a reversal of fortunes, but Fodder kind of sidestepping, sending him off the ropes.
Oh!
And right back to work, but Westin changing his position.
And a backdrop by Blake.
That's a belly-to-back suplex there, friend.
But
But I understand in the moment.
Yes, yeah, and it's just one of those things. The energy of this match in Ring Wars Carolina. What a way to start off 2022. Low to the midsection by Blake to Fodder. Another one. Fodder was trying to get an axe handle, but Blake finds a way. Good European uppercut by Blake. And he rocks Fodder with another hand. Fodder getting hit hard. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, got him behind and kind of a modified hammerlock. Oh, dag nabbit.
Oh my God! What a strike by Blake!
That crushing blow to the back of Fodder's head, that can be the game changer of the match.
Yeah, that might be it. This might be the moment that Blake turns it around to his favor as he whips Fodder off the ropes and oh wait a minute! Oh, Fodder caught him! Go for that pin! 2. Oh! Whoa! Oh! 2 7/8.
Well, Westin Blake going back to the well with that Hurricane Rana that worked so well from earlier in the match. Unfortunately for him, you go to the well once too often with the same maneuver against a guy like Fodder, you can get caught, and we saw what happens when you get caught.
Yeah, he's paying for it now, but look at the way that Fodder's holding his neck, how he's nursing it. Fodder really got beat up there by Blake for just a couple of minutes. Going for another right hand on Blake. Fodder now, he's got Blake up there.
Get him down.
Well, Fodder climbing up there with him. Blake, though, answering him with the forearm. Fodder going back up one more time, forearm. Fodder, he's on some jello legs now. Westin Blake jumping over top, coming off the ropes, ducks the clothesline, coming off the other side, and that is a humongous clothesline.
Yeah, Fodder's in trouble. Blake going on adrenaline here. Fisherman, oh, suplex.
It's a suplex or a buster. It looks like he may have hit the top of his head on the way down.
Oh, his signature. Oh, I was going to say frog splash, but he went for the elbow instead. Goes for that pin.
Hooks the leg, 2. He got him.
Here's your winner, Westin Blake.
Blake getting that momentum he needs, ran on adrenaline, and gets a good elbow off on Fodder. But give it to Fodder, man. This kid took it to Westin Blake.
On any given day, any man can walk away with that W. And man, Fodder was real close today. But do not take away the victory that Westin Blake accomplished.
No.
Fodder may be the up-and-comer, but no less significant is a victory over that man.
Absolutely not. Westin
All
Blake.
right, I want to come back here.
But look at the Fodder stare. Fodder. Is he going to show sportsmanship to Blake? And he does. Mutual respect by both men. I can't think of a better way to end Ring Wars Carolina Battlegrounds. For Stephen Hensley, this is Jonathan Darwin saying we'll see you next time.